here is why you should be smiling more. So, I'll tell you a story first. This week has been really interesting because it's been a rocky week, but it's been a pretty just consistently my vibe has been it's been operating on a higher level. So I did something, right? First thing I did before I'll even tell the story is I went and got my teeth whitened. Can you tell? But anyways, I feel like this whole week has just been about my smile. So I was on a Zoom call with somebody and the guy was like, "Yo, you have really white teeth." I have really white teeth, is what he was telling me. And I don't usually see people with teeth that are whiter than mine. So that's crazy. Good for you, man. And honestly, it's boosted my self-confidence. If you can afford to do it, highly recommend. Costed me like $400. It wasn't even anything crazy. So I got my teeth whitened, and I'd always been a big smiler, especially when I'm in my gym. So whenever I go to my gym, I'm always smiling. So, you know, I think it was Tuesday, I went to the gym, and I see this guy. Him and I kind of just vibed a little bit because first time he saw me, he's like, "You're always smiling. You're always in a good mood. I don't know what it is, but I need what you're having." So I saw him, I think Tuesday this week, and I'm in the locker rooms, and I finished my workout, so now I'm fucking elated. I'm smiling, and he comes up to me while he's about to go to shower. I'm about to go hit the sauna. He says, "Man, you're my inspiration. I hope one day I can be as happy as you are. Seriously." And I was like, damn. Rule number 1, smile more. Not for yourself, but for other people. The way to make yourself happier is by making other people happier. It's the law of indirect effort. Instead of trying to make yourself happy, make somebody else happy, and you'll be happy as a result. So, I had another instance of this happening too. This week, I went to a spin class, and I came to the spin class a little bit late. I wanted to get my brother to go, but he didn't end up going, so I was like, whatever, it's cool. I'll just go by myself. So I get ready to go to the spin class. I get there. The spin class starts around 9 o'clock, and it's about 9:02, 9:03 when I get there. And I get there, fix my bike a little bit, and then I start spinning. And as I'm spinning, I start to feel, the endorphins from just exercising, right? And the lady that's the teacher, her name is Paula, she comments, she's like, "Man, there it is. That smile just made my day. That just made my day right there. I love that smile, Andrew." And even throughout like the workout, sometimes she'll make a comment about my smile. She'll be like, "If he's not smiling, that means something must be up. This must be fucking tough or something." So yeah, I just realized like, wow, you can actually infect people with your smile. It's like, just smile more. You'll like yourself more. You'll feel better about yourself. Other people will feel better about you too. And there was another instance that happened this week, actually. So I have this friend I had from high school, and I had called him on the phone because of what this guy Chris told me at the gym about me being his inspiration. And I called my friend, his name's Ant, and I was talking to him. And this dude, he's about my age, and he just had his first kid. So I'm asking him like, "Yo, how is it so far?" And he's like, "Yo, it's amazing." He's telling me all these things. And he's at work, and so he takes a little break, and then I finally get him on the phone, and I'm like, "Yo, I gotta tell you something, bro." And I tell him about how when you smile at somebody while they're talking to you, you're showing them that you accept them. It's a sign of acceptance. So I remember this very distinct memory. that we have together where he and I were standing and talking. This is when I used to smoke, and we are just smoking a little bit. I didn't even smoke that much at that point, but at that point I was almost trying to cut it out, I remember. And as I was talking to him, he's just sitting there, like, he's standing actually, he's like this. And I just felt so good. And I always remembered that feeling, that when I'm talking to him, he's smiling, and I feel good as a result. Doesn't matter what your smile looks like. Seriously, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter if you think your smile's good. It's just the act of smiling shows that you're oh man, I can't even stop smiling now. Anyways, so I talked to him and I told him on the phone, like, this event happened maybe 2 years ago. And I was like, bro, let me tell you, man, you smiling while I was talking to you, it taught me a lot. And I still remember that day. It still stays with me still. Just from you smiling and interacting with me in the way that you did. You accepted me, and I appreciated that. And he's like, oh man, you just made my day. So here I go, making people's day, talking about smiling and just smiling. And I think it was yesterday, actually, I saw this guy at the gym that I've seen since I started. Big guy. His name's Arthur. And he's leaving the gym, actually. He's moving to Florida in a month or so. And he decided almost like he was going to say his goodbyes on that day, yesterday or whatever it was. And he's like, Andrew, just so you know, I've loved getting to know you. You're a lot more like me than you probably even think. And this guy is super social. Talks to like anybody who wants to at the gym. And he said, you have an infectious smile. That's what he said. He said, my smile is infectious. And I was like, oh man, that's crazy. Because I used to be so ashamed of it. I used to never smile. But when I started going to the gym, I just figured, why not just smile more? People will accept you more. You'll accept others by showing them that. And everybody will be in a better mood as a result of seeing that you're in a good mood. I always see this guy, his name is Bernie at the gym, and he doesn't even know my name. You know what he calls me? He calls me Smiley. Dude doesn't know my name, but he's like, hey, Smiley. Imagine being known for just smiling. There's even another kid in my gym who, I didn't know this through my own efforts, but my brother had told me. My brother walked into the gym one time. He doesn't go as much as I do. And this kid that works there, his name is Sebastian. He was working at the front desk, and he automatically right away said to my brother, I know who your brother is. You must be Andrew's brother, right? And he's like, yeah, I am. And he's like, oh man, that kid, he's like the happiest person I've ever seen. I've never seen anybody like him. And it's crazy. Just from smiling. Obviously, everybody has problems. It's not like my life is fucking easy. But just smile more. People will accept you. People will like you. You'd rather be known as somebody that smiles, makes other people happy, than not be known at all. I used to have a reputation in the gym, and it wasn't for smiling. But now I like the smiling reputation. The reputation I had before, all the people that worked there knew who I was, and they still do. It's like, whatever. But Oscar Wilde says this: there's only one thing worse in the world than being talked about. That is not being talked about. So smile more. Your happiness and the happiness of people around you depends on it. Peace.